Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about Uniform Civil Code. What is a Uniform Civil Code? Basically, it's a code that is common for all the religion in respect to personal laws. Right now in India, different religions have different laws. Like for Hindus, there is a separate Hindu law. For Muslims, Christians, Parsis, there's a separate different laws are there for each and every religion. And we say that it's a personal law of each religion. This particular uniform civil code, it has been provided to us under article 44 of the Indian constitution under the head of directive principles of state policy. What this uniform civil code do? It will provide us with a common law, with a common code that will be applicable to all these religions. That is, it will be common to all, and there will be no personal laws left. Because right now, if we see, if any dispute comes, then first we see that to which religion this person belongs, and then we decide that which act or which law will be applicable for such case. But on the other hand, if we see if anyone has committed any murder or any crime, then we don't see what his religion is, what his or her religion is, but we just see the crime, what he or she has committed, and laws are applicable to that person. So similarly, such kind of thing is only thought about for doing for these personal laws also, that there should be a common code which will be applicable to all these religions. So it has been provided, this concept has been provided to us under the head Directive Principles of State Policy. What is a DPSP? What is a Directive Principle of State Policy? As the name suggests, these are the directions for the state. Whenever a state is making any law, then while making any policy or the law, the state should keep in mind all these DPSPs which have been provided to us under our Indian Constitution. Right now, UCC is not applicable in India. The only exception is Goa. Only the state of Goa has UCC and it is working very nicely there. So by seeing that, by taking the example of Goa, the court has said this thing has felt the need of UCC in various cases. One such case is Satprakash Meena versus Alka Meena. This was a divorce petition. Okay, so the petitioners, the people, the divorce was people were belong to a Meena community. Now, when the case went to the family court, the family court decided the application and dismissed the divorce petition by holding that the provisions of the act, of this Hindu Marriage Act, do not extend to the Meena community, okay, which is a notified scheduled tribe. So Hindu Marriage Act is not applicable to them. Okay. Now this particular order was challenged before the High Court. Okay, the Justice Pratibha M. Singh decided this case. Okay, so what the High Court felt, that what should be done. First of all, the High Court observed that if a member of a tribe voluntarily choose to follow Hindu customs, traditions, and right, they cannot be kept out of the purview of the Hindu Marriage Act. If a member is voluntarily choosing or voluntarily following Hindu customs and traditions, then they should be kept under this Hindu Marriage Act. Their case should be decided on the basis of this Hindu Marriage Act. And the court further observed that there are no specialized courts to deal with the Meena community tribe in such a case. And if the court has to choose between relegating parties to customary courts, which may or may not provide for proper procedures and safeguards as against codified statutes, so the court was in favor that Hindu Marriage Act should be applicable to this particular case, as these members have followed the Hindu customs and traditions, so it should be followed. Okay, and also the court has felt that there is a need of of uniform civil code, which will be common to all. Okay, irrespective of the fact that whether a person is a Hindu, Muslim, or Christian or Parsi, it will be applicable to all equally. There will be a common code for issues such as marriage, divorce, succession. So there will be a set principles which will be applicable to each of them, irrespective of their religion. Okay, so that's why the court felt and said that since India is becoming a homogeneous society, and we are leaving behind these traditional barriers related to religion, so now it's the time to implement a uniform civil code. Right now in India, there is one neutral law, one neutral statute in terms of personal law, that is your Special Marriage Act. Special Marriage Act says that any two people who wants to get married, even if they are of different religion, they can get married under the Special Marriage Act. The only requirement is that their marriage should be registered under Special Marriage Act. This particular law does not talks about that this custom or this tradition should be followed. No, it does not talk. It just says that for a valid legal marriage, that particular marriage should be registered under Special Marriage Act. Since India is a secular country which has been provided to us under our preamble of the Constitution, what do we mean by secularism is that India is neither pro-God nor anti-God. Okay, for us, all the religions are equal. We respect all the religions, and there is no state religion. Okay, it's not like this is a Muslim country or this is a Hindu country. No, we follow in secularism. The problem now comes when we try to implement the Uniform Civil Code is that many communities come up and say that if this particular code comes into existence, then it will be a violation of our fundamental rights. How it will be a violation? Because when we see the fundamental rights provided to us in our Constitution, there are articles 25 to 28, which says that all of us have the right to profess and propagate our religion. Okay, all those living in India who are Indian citizens, they have the right to profess and propagate their religion. And if this Uniform Civil Code comes, then they have a fear that they won't be able to follow their religion, to follow their customs and traditions, and they will be bound by this particular law. So this is the problem while implementing Uniform Civil Code, and I hope now all of you have understood what is a Uniform Civil Code, what are the problems, and where it is provided to us under our Indian Constitution. So I hope this video is helpful to all of you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.